Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at this side of heaven. God bless you all. God bless you all. Gonna be here for a short while. Gotta talk about the middleweight division because, of course, you already know that the middleweight division in the history of the sport of boxing is one of the most prestigious divisions in the sport of boxing. But it's being abandoned. It is being abandonado by the power plays in the sport of boxing. By the campeones. El hombre que tiene los títulos. Shout out to everybody, man, today. Hope you have a beautiful day, man. Beautiful day. It's been a windy day right here in the tri-state area. Shout out to New York City, everybody in New York City, everybody in the 5 boroughs. You already know, man, the tri-state area. Also, Connecticut, New Jersey. Let's go. And everybody across the country, in the Caribbean, todo mi gente, dos mi gente. And to be honest, bro, the middleweight division could be very, very, very exciting right now. The middleweight division right now, especially where boxing is today, that has a good momentum right now in the sport of boxing, especially the fourth quarter of this year. Coronavirus, the pandemic. High low in the building, high low, dímelo mi hermano, good looking out. Open tab, facts still coming, yes sir. Yes sir. Transcendent Sport, Fresh BK, Ab. What's good in the house? What's good? Prime Fighting Champions, Adrian Gonzalez, Transcendent Sport, Major Key Boxing. Y'all already know, subscribe to those channels. Guido in the building. And there's a problem, y'all. There's a problem in the middleweight division where, to be honest, with the power players and the people that own them straps, it should be very exciting talking about these fights. But none of the fighters are actually talking about each other. They're actually talking about fighters that's not in the division. Demetrius Andrade is talking about Billy Joe Saunders. Of course, he's been calling everybody out, but right now his eyes set on Billy Joe Saunders. Triple G eyes set is for the trilogy. Jermall Charlo is talking about Canelo. Is these three champions in the same weight division in which these fights could be good. Triple G versus Charlo, good. Triple G versus Demetrius Andrade, good. Demetrius Andrade versus Charlo, good. But they ain't talking about each other. They're talking about Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez again. Canelo Alvarez is not in 160 pounds. He's left. Ese fue. Ya no está ahí. But it's still a legacy that could be accomplished in the middleweight division, the most prestige division. Look, if Canelo Alvarez did not want to be the undisputed in 160, that doesn't mean y'all shouldn't want to be the undisputed in 160. Why depend on Canelo Alvarez? Why y'all chasing Canelo Alvarez? Canelo Alvarez could retire right now, and he could be a Hall of Famer. In reality, right now, he don't need anybody in 160. He don't need y'all. Y'all know. And it's good what Demetrius Andrade said. He said it himself in the Zone telecast. Not this past, I believe this past weekend or the weekend before, when he's talking about the Joshua weekend, I think so. Was it the Joshua? No, the Canelo weekend, yeah. When Andre's he's talking about hold on. That everybody's chasing Canelo and we should be fighting each other. That's a great statement, boo-boo. That's a great statement. But I understand the frustration. But she still should be gunning for Charlo with Triple G. Still going at it. Still going at it. I don't understand Boo Andrade. He stepped inside the ring versus when Triple G fought. Last time I think it was with Demetrius. He stepped inside the ring. I mean, what more could Boo Boo do? What more could Boo Boo do? Boo Boo, which I believe, of course, business decision has been, of course, we want to critique Boo Boo's and Dre's business decision. We all agree on that one. We all agree on that one. We know what happened in 154. Yeah, people always want to bring up these old news about, well, they was gonna fight Charlo and Demetrius Andrade, and Boo Boo ain't wanted because of money, and they in 160. That was half a decade ago. Let's move on. Charlo shouldn't even worry about it. It's not even worried about Boo Boo. Just worry about unifying. How about come with something? How about come with a legacy and present it to Canelo Alvarez? Because in reality, what does Canelo Alvarez win if he comes back? If he comes back and fight Charlo, what does he win? The same belt that he dropped and be like, you know what, I didn't want to fight Charlo because at this time, what Charlo gonna give me? Here. Was I upset that Canelo Alvarez didn't want to get to fight Demetrius Andrade and become and had the opportunity to become undisputed, and maybe that's why he was mad at Golden Boy Promotions because they filed the IBF gave him an extension. I think it was 30 days, and they passed it, and the IBF stripped them. So even if they're going to fight, it was not going to be undisputed. But that was a while ago, mister. All right, that's what I said earlier. Stop talking about what happened in 154, 160. It's a new promotion. It's a new promotion. Mr. Sinster, it's a new promotion. Salute to you too, my brother. It's a new promotion. It's a new promotion. It's Eddie. It's Matchroom. Somebody that Al Heyman actually respects. Because if he can't get you a fight in the PBC banner, what does Al Heyman do? Mikey Garcia, $7 million over there. Go get it versus Jesse Vargas. Go get that. Daniel Jacobs, I can't do nothing for you right here, but what I want you to do is go out there, the zone. I trust that Brit, man. I trust him. Let's go. Go over there. Andy Ruiz, I'm going to handle all this stuff. You know, we got to be on a neutral ground. Let's go to Saudi Arabia, my friend. And fight Anthony Joshua there in Saudi Arabia. Go over there. Boom. Amir Khan. Boom. Go. So there's one thing. When it comes to cross promotions, Al Heyman is not fickle making business with the zone, Matchroom, Eddie Hearn. Unless if it was Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, and that was a whole nother story in which I don't want to get into because that's like a whole nother live. That's whole he the one that kept it from me, and it was Wilder's fault, it was Joshua's fault, and blah blah blah. I already know that while Wilder was going with this thing with Tyson Fury, he did came out and said that I could have fought Anthony Joshua for way more money. And I fought Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury should be a man and own up to his contract. But then in the midst of all of that, he told everybody else that I could have fought Anthony Joshua, and he rather chose to fight Tyson Fury. Thus, Anthony Joshua never duck Deontay Wilder. And let me say this. Let me say this, y'all. A lot of people talk about duck, avoid. It's not really the fighters. It's them names that a lot of us don't know. It's them other hands in the cookie jar. Managers avoid managers. Advisors avoid it. Promotion avoid it. Networks avoid it. It's so many hands in a cookie jar. Trust me, these fighters fight. This is what they do for a living. So they're not scared to fight nobody. If it presents itself, they will fight. But of course, we're the one that see the fighters out there, and they're the one that's speaking for the likes of. When you're talking about the PBC fighters, they speak for themselves. Because I assure you, if let's say a guy like Al Heyman does show, you show himself, and he will be talking, people will be asking Al Heyman a question. But again, people got to understand the thing about Al Heyman. Al Heyman does not work for boxing. It does not work for you. It does not work for me. He does not work for anybody but his clients. That's why he's manager advisors. That's why he don't have to answer to us. I realized that a long time ago. And I'm just going to respect Al Heyman and what he does for his fighters. Just like I will give credit to my financial advisor, right? My financial advisor don't give a damn about you. Or even if I'm working in a place, he doesn't give a damn about my coworkers. He cares about me. About me. And that's what Al Heyman does. He don't care about what we want to see. He cares about Wilder. He cares about Spence. He cares about Thurman. He cares about Garcia. He doesn't care about you. Cares about Charlo. He doesn't care about Boo Boo. He cares about Charlo. He doesn't care about Triple G. Also, Sergey Derevchenko. Go over there. Go to the zone. Go to the zone. I'm working out. So I know that this fight could possibly be made now when people want to talk about what Demetrius Andrade, he avoided him in 154. Different situation, different business partners, but now he's with a business partner in which Al Heyman could do business with Eddie Hearn because he's done it for all his fighters. And a matter of fact, we could see Charlo going to the zone for the Demetrius Andrade fight because that's what he does to all his fighters, right? For the crossover promotion. High, low in the building, dímelo. Cinnamon, what's good? So what the fans need to do on these other channels need to do, challenge, them other channels, in the YTBC. Instead of promoting, instead of shaming to uplift the Charlo and Canelo fight, that fight is not going to happen. Let it go. You're not going to shame Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is not hearing you. He's not listening to you. Canelo Alvarez already it's nearly going to have a cemented legacy because he could retire right now and still become a Hall of Famer. Yeah, the pound for pound #1 dude in the sport of boxing, the cash cow that's been proving everybody 4 division world champions. Whoever got a problem with that, got a problem with boxing. If you got a problem with boxing, don't watch. Keep it real. The saddest man in the world is the one that lied to himself. Coca-Cola, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Saludo, mi gente. Mini Max in the building. Subscribe to Mini Max Boxing. Great mind. G Garcia, Texas in the building. D-Lo, right punch. There were guys in the 9 before Charlo, and they still haven't got their turn. Exactly. Welcome, my brother. Welcome, my brother. So it's like these guys are abandoning legacy. These guys are abandoning legacy, a middleweight legacy. We're talking about the middleweight division, y'all. We're talking about the middleweight division. We shouldn't be pumping Charlo and Canelo. No, I don't want to see the Triple G. I don't want the Triple G and versus Canelo, the trilogy. I don't want to see that. I mean, okay, it's a just do type of fight, but not immediate. Now when you could accomplish greatness in the middleweight division. And this goes back to what Timothy Bradley said a long time ago. Timothy Bradley said one time, was like, yo, you want to unify the title? They asked him a question. I'm just paraphrasing long ago. He said, do you want to become, why you don't want to fight this person? You could become an undisputed champion. I think that was because they was talking about Thurman or something like undisputed welterweight or whatever. And he said, I don't want to become undisputed. I don't want all them belts. I don't want to pay all them sanctioning fees. All I need is one belt. Ever since Timothy Bradley said that, if one fighter feels like that, then I know it's other fighters that has that same sentiment. There's also fighters that has talked amongst each other and be like, why the hell do I want 4 belts and pay 4 sanctioning fees? I'm not even the type of Canelo Alvarez already right now. I don't have that type of funds where I want to pay them sanctioning fees. Do we take that into consideration, ladies and gentlemen? Do we take that into consideration? Think about it. I can understand why a guy like probably not even Floyd Mayweather wanted the undisputed. Not even Floyd Mayweather. Not even Manny Pacquiao got an undisputed. At the end of the day, it's business. The question is, do people really want to be undisputed and actually stay as undisputed and pay for sanctioning fees? And the sanctioning fees could be like what, 20? I mean, no. 3, 4, what is it? 3, 4%? 3, 4%, 16%. Nah, not 16%. Because of course you got to pay your trainer, got to pay your manager, advisor, got to pay for your training camp, got to pay for your sparring, got to pay for the nutritionist, got to pay for everything, right? And then you got to pay taxes, and then you got to pay them sanctioning fees as well. So let's say a guy that's not making all that type of money, would he want to pay all them sanctioning fees? Do we? Why you think these fighters ain't trying to be undisputed? Think about it. I mean, guys and gals, come on, we sport fans. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. Think about it. Why would anybody want to pay for it? Why you think when people does unify or have like 3 belts or become undisputed, they drop that belt right away? Something magically happens. If they drop the belt, they get stripped. That's it. They move on to the next division. They don't want to, because it's becoming apparent when people want a unification bout, wins, unify the titles, have 3 belts, and they just go into the next. I'm not going to pay the sanctioning fees. That's it. I'm going on to the next. I'd rather get stripped by one. Why would I gotta pay all that sanctioning fees for real? To fight this other guy that I might fight like a mandatory, and I'm gonna pay another sanctioning fees for this bout? Hey, come down there. Oh, man. So, what we as fans, if we are fans, because I've come to the conclusion that it's not casuals that hurt this sport. It's not casuals. You see how everybody likes to shame other people? And I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my God, you a casual. You a casual. No. Because a casual do not stay within the lines of boxing. A casual does not stay in our community. It's like a tourist. Casuals are tourists. If you live in a big city, like let's say for me, I live in New York City, right? Boom, a tourist will come. He's just he's just here for the fun. He's here for the weekend. He's here to go to the mall and get the bargaining chips and go to Woodbury or whatever and things like that and shop, have a good time, and then go back home. That's casuals. So they don't do nothing. Like they don't come and you go to vacation to do a crime or to stay or overstay your welcome. No. They want to see what the party is. They want to explore it for a weekend, for half a week or a week, and then go back home. And that's casual in the sport of boxing. What hurts the sport of boxing is the quote unquote hardcore boxing fans. The quote unquote hardcore boxing fans are the one that actually F's up the sport of boxing. Because you pretend that you are a hardcore boxing fans. Because think about it. I said this one before with my homeboys, right? You're probably boxing doesn't even create new fans anymore. Doesn't even create new fans. You're probably if you're in your respective circle, you're probably the boxing head that all your friends asks you about boxing because they don't even want to follow. They follow the NBA, NFL, but you know boxing. You're probably the only one out of your group that knows boxing. You're the hardcore boxing fan. So when your peoples ask you like, yo, I heard about this fight, yo, tell me about it. I never heard. Yo, you heard about you heard about Charlo? Yo, what you think about him? Right? You're that guy in your friend in your circle. You're that guy. Because boxing is not as popular in America how it used to be. It used to be the number 1 sport. It's not like that no more. You go to ESPN, it even show boxing right away. You got to go through the sports, and then you got to stroll down to boxing. You see lacrosse before boxing. Boxing is with the rugby and things of that nature in America. So you're that guy and your friends. You're that guy. And they ask you about boxing because they're not privy and they don't have knowledgeable because they don't follow the sport of boxing. So then the hardcore boxing fans, the YTBC actually keeps the boxing world alive. Why? Because mass media don't talk about boxing. When's the last time you heard ESPN talk about Jermall Charlo? When's the last time you hear about the mass media talking about Demetrius Andrade? Do they talk about them in First Take? No. Do they talk about them in Undisputed? No. Do they talk about them 24-hour debating shows about sports? No. Who does it? The YTBC. So if there's people that want to learn the sport of boxing, they go YouTube, press a name, and they go to YouTube. Whichever channels is up there that, what you call it, like, recommend, right? There's channels out there that recommend that they fall on the top. Boom, they go to these channels. Oh, he's a hardcore boxing fan. He knows his boxing. Let me know what he's going to be talking about. I want to know what's going on with the Charlo. Okay, he's a middleweight champion. All right. Why is Charlo saying he want to fight Canelo if Canelo's not there? And then you got these channels saying that Canelo is ducking. And then you're like, but Canelo was the best. Isn't Canelo like the LeBron James of the boxing? I mean, I know Canelo. I don't know this guy named Charlo. I don't know this guy named Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius, do I can pronounce that name right? Demetrius Andrade, Demetrius Andrade. I heard. So it's up to the hardcore boxing fans to actually school the guys that's trying to learn about boxing. But you ain't schooling them right. Because what you need to say is that the middleweight division is one of the most prestige divisions in the sport of boxing. You got the welterweight division, middleweight division, and of course, you got the heavyweight division. Who's the champion of the middleweight division? Demetrius Andrade, Triple G, Charlo. Those are the big names, right? Yeah. So, LeBron James of boxing, we're all on the low. Oh, man. So, now we got enough looking on. Now that we have enough looking on and we're talking about the middleweight division, Triple G, and, you know, a lot of them are striving to fight Canelo Alvarez, which Canelo Alvarez is not even there. I believe whoever beats Triple G, because there's a lot of people that feel like Canelo Alvarez lost to Triple G, right? There's a lot of people, you know, on the fence. Well, that was a robbery. Well, no, he won. Ganó las peleas que tú estás hablando. Es ganó. I won the fight. Triple G feels like he won. Canelo feels like he won. I don't need to go back there. But, hold on. Give me a second. Baby. So, if whoever beats, who's crying? Well, that's one of them channels that was crying and stuff like that. If whoever beats Triple G unifies the title, then go out there. Let's say Charlo goes out there and beats Triple G. Wow. And then he called out Canelo. Then people will be like, If he fights Triple G and then beats Demetrius Andrade, yo, then Canelo will be like, step up here. Yeah, I like to fight him. But y'all want to, you think you're going to get a fight with Canelo Alvarez after Sergey Demetrius? Huh? Really? I mean, people like to talk about Sergey Demetrius, Shout out to Sergey Demetrius, but Sergey Demetrius is known for losing the big ones. I mean, name me the fight that he won. Go ahead. Put it in the comment box. People be like, yo, but Charlo, what was his last fight? I mean, who Demetrius Andrade for? What about Charlo? Charlo beat Sergey Demetrius. Who the hell did Sergey Demetrius beat? Because he fought with Danny Jacobs and gave him a good fight. Because he fought with Triple G and gave him a good fight. He still lost. Sergey Demetrius is not a stepping stone, guys. It's not a stepping stone. All right? But I'm going to tell you what's a stepping stone. I'm going to tell you what's a legacy fight. Charlo versus Demetrius Andrade. Especially that type of fight that's been marinated for quite a long time, right? Why don't we pump that fight? Unification bout. Stop calling out Canelo. Canelo, y'all got nothing to offer Canelo to go back and shrink back into 160. He bounced. He left. Se fue y fuera. Se fue y fuera. Deja a ese hombre en van, déjalo quieto ya. A ese hombre que ustedes no han hecho nada. Canelo retires right now. He beat Bonafide Hall of Famer. Charlo, Demetrius Andrade retires right now, and they'll probably be forgotten. Hey, and everybody knows, man, everybody that subscribed to the channel, you already know, smash the like button. Y'all know that I'm a fan of Demetrius Andrade. Everybody that follows your boy Punch Drunk knows that. I'm probably the only one that vouches for Boo Boo Andrade out here in these scenes. But if Boo Boo Andrade, he's being forgotten, and even in his own prime. So imagine when he retires. You wouldn't even notice. Probably you wouldn't even care. There is a huge legacy that awaits in the middleweight division. Yet, none of the champions is thinking about none of the champions. They're thinking about the cash cow, Canelo Alvarez. But wasn't Canelo Alvarez for a lot of people the cheater? Isn't Canelo Alvarez a guy that cheated, that should not be pound for pound number one because he cheated? Why would you want to fight a cheater? Don't you want a cheater to be out the sport? So why are you desperate for Charlo to fight Canelo Alvarez? I mean, you all should be like, yo, Canelo Alvarez should be out of the sport. Right? Why you so stressed? You shit on Canelo, but you want your fighter to fight Canelo. Make up your mind, man. Make up your mind. If Canelo is shitty to you, if he shouldn't be on pound for pound list, then if Charlo fights him, who is he fighting? Who is he fighting? This is what happens when people shit and then their analysis or their breakdown, shows up to be stupidity and idiotic. It's either you give the man respect or either you don't. It's either you recognize that Canelo Alvarez is pound for pound numero uno, number one. Sí, numero uno, te duele. It hurts. Yes, he's number one. And I got another person to vouch for me, like I said, quite some time. Errol Spence Jr., the unified welterweight champion. Can you tell the world and the hater, Canelo Alvarez hater, maybe you could help them out? Maybe Errol Spence could help you out in figuring who is pound for pound number one. Errol Spence, take it away.
Yo, pound for pound, who is the best fighter in the world right now?
Canelo.
If you don't want to hear it from Punch Drunk, maybe you should hear it from somebody that you, the haters of Canelo Alvarez. I know y'all respect Errol Spence, right? I know y'all respect Errol Spence. Y'all call Errol Spence the truth. The truth, Errol Spence. Tell these gentlemen and gals and its and trannies, whatever you want to call yourself. Aerospace, can you tell these guys who is number one again, please? Because I didn't hear you clearly. But I know they might not want to hear it from Punch Drunk. They might not hear it from me. But they'll hear it from you. They'll hear it from you.
Pound for pound, who is the best fighter in the world right now?
Canelo.
Thank you, thank you, Earl. I mean, I know you are the truth and you speak truth, of course. So now. Let's talk a little bit. Let's go a little side note here. A little side note. Now, if you're privy to what's been chopped up, going on and talking about, of course, like I've been talking about Latinos and Latino fighters and people out there that's trying to justify the struggle of Latinos. Here we go again. I'm going to say it again. Start recording right now. It's not a debate. It's not something for you to agree or disagree. It's not a debate. The Latinos have their struggles. It's not a debate. That when a Latino speaks and talk about the struggle with Latinos and the racism towards Latino, is not a debate. The best thing that you could do when there is a culture, when there is a race that talks about their struggles, racism towards them, police brutality and things of that nature, the struggle, shh. You stay quiet and you listen. Because the more pushback you give, it's not good. Now, there's a thing that they say, Punch is creating a war. Creating a war. The war only is created when you don't listen. The stupidity of you saying that there is no such thing of Latino and Latino does not exist, that's going to bring a lot of pushback, my brother. And that's not a debate, my brother. See, that right there is not a debate. Somebody tells me that he wants me to debate about it. Let me tell you something. Now, I'm going to say this to you because what this dude is doing is he wants to bring other people around to cloud him, right? To shelter him. And I'm going to tell you folks, he's a grown man, right? I know he's a grown man. You know he's a grown man. Old school too, right? How you doing? What if you have a problem with another man, right? If he is a man, if you have a problema with another man, I know in the hood, and I know it's an old school thing, we shoot the 5. See, because the thing that we're talking about right now is not a boxing debate, my brother. It's an issue where you need to shut the fuck up and listen. The more pushback you're going to get, the more pushback you're going to come towards you. But put it this way, my brother. My email's in the description box. I'll give you my number. You want to challenge me for debating about something that is not debatable? I'm talking to you, Thanon. I'm talking to you. I don't say your name because you're scared to say my name, motherfucker. Put your information on the email and we could shoot the 5 in front of everybody. You could come to Harlem. I'll pay your ticket to come to Harlem or Washington Heights, wherever you want to do it. We could do it at 175th in Amsterdam, or we could do it in Jefferson Park. A nice crowd could be there, my brother. So it's not a debate. We're going to do it old school. This is boxing, right? And I'm a respectable gentleman, like a gentleman sport there is. After we duke it out, my brother, we could shake hands. Now, you want to debate? Nah. Let's shoot the 5. How about that? So let me know if you're a man, because a man is calling you out. You know. And people around them, don't make this now will be about you. When it's about two men now, it's about two men. Now I'm personally calling you out. If you are a man, I'll pay your ticket. Come New York City. You should have people in New York City also to vouch for you. We do it old school. In a circle. Shoot the 5. Put all the cameras on. All your peoples turn the cameras on. We do it like men and then we can shake hands after that. How about that? Now let's see who the punk bitch now is. Again, email in the description. The email is in the description. I shoot you my number. You shoot and I shoot you some bills. You want me to put in what you want to put it on? You want to bet on it that I will whoop your ass? You want to bet on that? How much you want to bet on that? We'll put the money on escrow. Any fucking dollar, put it on it. Put it up. No. A 50-year-old, don't come with that 50-year-old. Don't call 50-year-old. He's a man. And he got a mouth. A 50-year-old man is not old. Oh. We'll be against one another long enough. Nah. That's not being against. Like I said, we shoot the 5. And then we shoot the 5. It's easy. Shoot the 5. Shoot the 10. Whatever long as it take. We could fight through whatever. Whoever says I quit. How about that? Whoever says I quit. You have a mouth, right? So, hey, it's not a debate now. How about that? Give me your email. Give me your email. Somebody give me his email. Somebody give me his number. I know y'all looking, so just put it up. I already set the dude's name. Let's see. Don't try to cloud your boy either. Don't come around and rah-rah. What about me? What about me? What about me? No. Personal right there. Just me and you, Fannin. We'll get back to the topic. D. I mean, I heard from somebody else that you was trying to put money up for debates. Debates? You think that talking about Latino struggle is a debate? You think the racist towards Latino, you think that's a debate? Mira, maldito loco, tú estás loco, mi hermano. Tú estás loco. Again, I will shoot you a plane ticket or a bus ticket or your gas. New York City. You got people in New York City. So trust me, I won't let my people do nothing. Nothing is going to be fair. It's going to be gentlemanlike. It's going to be shooting the 5. Old school. Both have a problem. We can't handle it in talking. Then we'll handle it the way it needs to be handled, like two grown-ass men. Where you want it? Jefferson Park is a good space. There's a track in Jefferson Park. 115th, First Ave. 175th, Amsterdam. Go one, there's bleachers there. We could do it in Dykeman, whatever. Everybody turn your cameras on. So take that back. Whoever, if you yourself ain't listening, everybody take that back to the dude. Easy work. Put your money where your mouth is. Now, let me see how man you are when another man calls you out. It's time to throw down, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's see if you a man. Oh, we could do Riverbank too. Fresh BK. It's definitely Riverbank too. You don't gotta pay for nothing. Matter of fact, I'll give you the water. Don't worry, the water ain't gonna be spiked. I buy the water. Matter of fact, you don't even got to pay your own insurance. I will pay your insurance when I fuck you up. How about that? So I will pay for your insurance right after I fuck you up. I'll pay your insurance. Don't worry, you don't even use your insurance. I got you. I got you. Again, and then we could shake hands, brother. Then we could shake hands. And we could talk about the struggle of our people. And we could talk about our community. And we could talk about, and you have to listen to the outcry of Latinos. And you're going to listen. Or I could beat you down so you can listen. And then when you're in the floor, I explain to you everything that needs to be said to you, motherfucker. But I'm coming in gentleman peace. Nobody's going to jump. You're going to have your peoples because you say that you have peoples in New York. So your peoples, my peoples, we all going to know is one cause. It's me, you, mano y mano, uno, uno. We shooting the 5, old school. Simple? Everybody in the comment box, is that fair? Anybody in the comment box, is that fair? Let me know. I ain't mentioning no names. This ain't about the LDBC. No. Shout out to people in the LDBC that I know. That is cool. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports. Cool. We don't got to agree or disagree on content. I don't give a damn about that. If you hear people saying about in the comment box and they say LD, I'm not talking about LDBC. So I don't know why y'all bring it up. This is not about Punch Drunk and the LDBC. It's not about that. This is about Latinos and fighters that get hated on. It's also about the community. And I'm expressing that, yes, there's good and a love and a love camaraderie when it comes to blacks and Latinos. We love each other, but there's also a bad side. I'm explaining the bad side. I'm explaining there's things that needs to be spoken and needs to be hashed out with our community. And I think so with that, by having a dialogue like me and my brother Blue Blood Boxing had when he came up here, we had a great dialogue like two gentlemen. See, the problem that what you had is, the problem that you had was that I did an interview in which I'm working for boxing. I'm working for the people. I'm working to uplift the sport of boxing. I'm bringing you content. I had an interview with the Lopez's, and the Lopez said what they said about you. What you said about me, you should have never said nothing about me. You should have just said that this is a cool dude that was having an interview with a relevant boxer, a champion, and a fighter of the year, and a trainer of the year type of personnel in the sport of boxing. Now, if they said something about you, that's you, and that's your problem. But when you say that this is a troll, motherfucker, this ain't no motherfucking troll, nigga. This ain't no motherfucking troll. This is the motherfucker that does it for the sport of boxing, to uplift the sport of boxing. Now, you say you Latino, right? If you say you Latino, and you say that your aunt's name is whatever you say, Ovalecta, and the other aunt was this, I am Latino. If you are Latino, then you will understand all the words I'm saying. But then you say Latino doesn't exist. You're the confused one. You say Latino doesn't exist, but then you say that you Latino and got Latinos and got Latinas in your family. So Latinas does exist. So when Latinas does exist, then there is a struggle in Latinos. You should know that. See, the problem is with folks is this is not a war. The war is because people have to shut the fuck up and listen. The problem is you push back. Y'all pushing back. You don't want to shut the fuck up and listen. See, in the community, you're supposed to be like, listen, and Black America's supposed to understand about Latino and be like, yo, there's a problem, there's an issue. We understand what is it. And we have a dialogue like grown men, like a community. But to say that we don't exist, my brother, oh, no. I told you right now, I'll buy you a ticket. Matter of fact, I'll buy you a ticket. Let's go. I will let you know that Latino does exist. I'll put my life on. You will know that Latino does exist. That day that when we meet up, if you got the balls, I will let you know that Latino does really exist. Now, before it goes, if you don't want it to go like that, if you do not have the balls, el cojones, si tú no lo tienes, if you don't got the testicular fortitude to meet your boy Punch Drunk Boxing, baby, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, if you don't have it, either you want to do it, talk about it live, and come to Punch Drunk Boxing, or shoot the email, shoot it, because I'm all good for a conversation before it goes any further. Before it goes any further, if you don't want it to go that way, if you don't got the balls, because I'm giving you, I want you, you're going to respond to that, because you've been responding to everything else, right? Respond to that. Let's see where your balls is at, if you have any balls. Let's see where it's at. I'll buy your ticket. You come to New York. We shoot the 5. We shake hands after that. If you want to have a dialogue, we have a dialogue. If you want to have a dialogue before that, we can have that too. Because at the end of the day, it's not a war. When I'm talking about race war, the YTBC is the race war going back and forth. There's not a debate. Black America and their struggle, when they're explaining their struggle, which are also part of our struggle as well, it's not a debate. If Black America has something to say of what's going on and the issues, everybody got to shut the fuck up and listen. Latinos, whites, people that come from another country in America has to listen, has to respect the voices that's out there. If Latino has something to say about their struggle, everybody else got to shut the fuck up. If Asians have something to say, we need to shut the fuck up and let that be heard. Because in the end of the day, if we are brothers and sisters of the Most High, because that's what I do believe, that we are brothers and sisters of the Most High, that we're daughters, sons and daughters of the Most High, brothers and sisters, distant relatives. If you want to say there's no such thing as Latinos, there's no such thing as black either. Who made up black? There's no such thing as white. Who made up white? You let me know. You want to define what Latino is, define what white and black is. What is that? What nationality is that? We all know about the systematic and all that shit. Don't be pushing back. If you push back, you're going to have a whole lot of Latinos going to push right back. That's the war. It shouldn't be a war. Motherfuckers need to listen. Because there's a million people that feel like it feels what I feel. So what you got to do is say, yo, my Latin brother, let's have a dialogue. What is it? And then we bouncing off what's really going on in our neighborhood, the good, the bad, and uplift our neighborhood, and that's the way it should be. But the comment that you said the other day that Latinos doesn't exist, that's a problem. Anyway, I said what I gotta say. Now, back to boxeo, mi hermano. I hope y'all recorded that. I hope y'all take it back to your boy. And again, this is me and him now. I don't know none of the other dudes. Y'all could do videos. I don't give a damn about y'all. Now it's me and him now. Don't step in front of him. Don't try to hold his hand. Don't hold his hand, y'all. Don't hold his hand. He's a grown man. He's a grown man. And if you got street dudes, y'all know, step away. It's between me and him now. It's between me and him. Now, we want to debate boxing. We go to each other's channels, debate boxing. We can do whatever we want to do. Let's debate it. Let's debate it. If anybody want to come over here and debate, let's come over here and debate. I already went to a perspective channel out there. Now, my brother, I don't know you. I went to a channel to debate who was pound for pound number one. Canelo Alvarez, you said Earl Spence. All right, that sounded idiotic. Boom. I got you on that one. I bury you on your own channel. That's it. If you want that other debate, now it's your turn to come out of your little bubble. Now it's your turn to come here. If you got the balls. Matter of fact, you remember you blocked me because you couldn't take the heat. And the next day you was like, I should have finished my food. So when you said that you couldn't finish your food or you couldn't take the heat, that's why you blocked me. Because your ass was taking so long to figure out that you was getting cooked. And your Google search was not clicking. Your Wi-Fi was not clicking right away. That's why you needed to take a whole day and then do your homework and then do what you had to do. But take that same homework that you researched, that it couldn't come up because Google couldn't help you that day. And I was singing you the Jeopardy song. Now it's your time to come to Punch Drawn Boxing, baby. And don't worry, like I said, my brother, I won't mute you. I won't take you out. I'm not you. That's afraid. No. And thank you again for the name, Pussy Drunk, because I love pussy. I love it. I'm drunk over pussy. I eat pussy. I love pussy. I don't know about y'all. If I'm pussy drunk, that means I've been eating so much pussy that I'm drunk over it. I love it. I don't know about y'all. So thank you for the name. You think you're dissing me. I love it. I love it. I might have a shirt about it. I might make a shirt of it. Matter of fact, it's going on sale. Teespring. It's going to go on sale. I'm gonna make it tonight. Pussy drunk. Yeah, baby. I eat it. I love the juice. You think he was dissing me? I love pussy. Stupid. Y este tigre es stupid. He said pussy drunk. I'm like, yeah, I eat that up. Yeah, yo soy dominicano. You already know how we like it. Yeah, man. Full playing on. Yep. My kind of shit. Nah. Come collect over here. I'm the A side. I'm the A side, baby. You need other people to uplift your channel, not me. I'm solo. I'm self-made. Y'all need to work around schedules, not me. I go whenever I feel like it. I go whenever I feel like it. Because if you go at the same time other people go, you ain't gonna get shit. You need people to vouch for you to look at your channel. Right? Just like y'all argue with the Spence and Bud, I'm the A side. Y'all come to me now. I went to you. You couldn't take it. Motherfucker, I can't go to him, stupid. He blocked me because he couldn't take it. So over here, he ain't blocked. He could come right here. Let's see if he got the balls to leave that bubble, because he don't leave the bubble. Don't worry. Well, he gonna blame it on coronavirus? He can't leave his bubble? Huh, B? You gonna blame it on coronavirus? You can't leave your bubble? You scared? You scared you gonna catch it? Huh? You scared you gonna catch Cove? Come over here, buddy. Come over here, buddy. And we could finish. We could finish who's pound for pound number one. Because that was the debate. Who's pound for pound number one? Come debate me right now. Who you said? Who's number one? I got somebody here that's going to help me out.
Yo, pound for pound, who is the best fighter in the world right now?
Canelo.
You can't handle the truth.
That was the debate, right? That was the debate. The debate between me and Dude was who was pound for pound number one. He said Earl Spence. Earl Spin says Canelo. I say Canelo. Now come debate me. Come finish your plate. Your plate is over here, motherfucker. Your plate is right here. No personal, it's just boxing, right? It's no personal. Don't worry about it. We all know. We heard, but no, it's all boxing. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. He's about boxing. Faggy over there is trying to put all these people. He's trying to build a protection plan. He's trying to build a wall. I will put him and him and him and him. No. Separate. It's you, Trani. All these other dudes, they grown men. Why you doing that for anyway? Why you putting grown men to do your work? I'm looking at you. It's you, Trani. Tran on. You want people to do your dirty work? You want people to do your dirty work? Nah. It's not a debate. We're going to shoot the fair one. So everybody out there, you his fan, you his subscribers, we shooting the fair one. I told him I'm going to pay his ticket. He could come. New York City. Soon as possible if you want. Hey, you could do it before the New Year's. Want to do it tomorrow? Want to do it when? Friday? Want to do it after the New Year's? You want to do a pre-game? You want to do a pre-fight? You want to do a pre-fight? Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell, we could do that pre-fight. We could fight early, and then I could catch the boxing fight. We could put it up on YouTube. Everybody get their channels. Everybody gonna get their likes. Everybody gonna get their money. Think about it. Everybody gonna eat. Right? It's all about eating. Everybody gonna eat. Let me see who emailed me. Who this? It don't worry, man. It don't worry. Come get me. Don't worry. They come with all the threats in the world, bro. Don't matter. It don't matter. Again, shoot the fair one like grown men. We could shake hands. Black and brown all together. We chop it up and we hug each other and stuff like that. How about that? Real dudes know what I'm talking about. Real dudes know what I'm talking about. Right? We good? Yeah. Back to the middleweight division, my brothers and sisters. You making lots of enemies like me. Now, I'm not making a lot of enemies. The enemies are just the people that don't want to listen, Rap Star. Rap Star is no enemies. I ain't making no enemies. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't even utter those type of words, enemy. They just can't say, some people just can't take the truth. Some people just don't want to listen because there's some people out there that feel like it's just one struggle. That's it. And they don't want to acknowledge other people's struggle. So they don't want to, they pushing back on other people's struggle. You feel me? They pushing back on other people's struggle. So it's the part of them not listening. That's the problem. They have to be grown men about it, you know? They have to be grown men and grown women about it and just listen, you know? So they can have a better understanding. They can have a better understanding about the community. If it creates, if explaining other people's struggle creates enemies, then that's a problem. That's idiotic to me. It shouldn't create a problem. It should create awareness. It create education. It's having a dialogue, and it shouldn't be a pushback. If I'm talking about the sport of boxing, and again, I said it again. I say, yo, pro-life. I mean, pro-black is beautiful. Pro-Latino is beautiful. Pro-white, pro. In the end of the day, I wish it's just one race. But people don't think like that. And everybody could be pro. But I would never shame let's say a black fighter to uplift a Latino fighter, or shame a white fighter to uplift a Latino fighter. You could even root for somebody, but still be mindful and be like, this guy's gonna whoop his ass. You could root for Jason Rosario, but Jermall Charlo gonna whoop that ass. Jermall Charlo, pound for pound, one of the guys in the pound for pound list. Hell yeah. That's the problem I have in the YTBC. Is the shaming. It's saying that Teofimo Lopez is ducking. He don't want to fight this. But then, look, come on, man. This is boxing, yo. He did something historic. Is he gonna get shamed by it? Is Canelo gonna be shamed by it? Because he's 4-division world champion. You want him to fight Charlo, so you're gonna be, yeah, come on. We hardcore boxing fans. But y'all do what y'all want to do. People do what they want to do with their channel. I'm just calling it out. Joshua, you already know, of course, man. We all, yo, Joshua, what I've been saying for the last 2 years. We're all brothers and sisters in Christ. And a bunch of people will come to my panel and say, no, we're not. We're divided. And people will talk about their struggle. And guess what I had to do? But come on, we're brothers and sisters. We're not getting any. And I'm like, right? Whoever follows me from the beginning, anybody can vouch for me. Brothers and sisters in Christ are the Most High. We're with one race. What makes us beautiful is different cultures. That's what makes the human race a beautiful thing. That's what I've been saying since day one. I got pushback. Nobody wanted to listen to that. And I said, okay, so let's talk about the race thing. I'm going to tell you what other people is not telling you that a lot of people do feel. And this is why you see almost 1,500 liking what I said. I got celebrities, bro. I got celebrities in my DM that's talking about, yo, what you said that other time, man, that was, yo, I felt like that my whole life. There's a lot of people that feel like that. You just gotta acknowledge it. And then we could talk about it. If you don't acknowledge a problem, there is no way to fix the problem. If you don't acknowledge it. So it's all about acknowledging, respecting. It's about loving one another because we do know how to love one another in our community. We do love one another. Our culture does coexist in many ways, but then it doesn't in other ways. It's just like in Harlem. People know that there's Africans that have problems with Black America. Y esta vaina. Move this. Hold on. Y esta vaina. Oh, that was the boxing gods. That was the boxing gods. They like dun 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 dun. Hey yo, what happened? Yo, Punch. Yo, they trying to report you, Punch. Punch, they trying to report you. Oh, it did? Oh, all right, all right. So, look, in the middleweight division, man, what we got to stress, y'all hear me good? I don't know. Good looking out high low. Good looking out high low. Black and Brown Boxing. Subscribe to Black and Brown Boxing. What's good, John? What's good, John? So, we go. So, yo, in the middleweight division, instead of trying to get Canelo Alvarez, Charlo, we should push as fans the Charlo versus Demetrius Andrade, the Charlo versus Triple G, the Triple G versus Demetrius Andrade versus Triple G. That's it. in the middleweight division, that's it. That's the legacy. You want Canelo Alvarez, bring that legacy into the table. Bring it to the legacy. Bring that legacy up there to the table. Those are great fights, though. Those are great legacy fights that helps everybody's legacy. Helps everybody's legacy. Canelo Alvarez said he wants to do whatever he wants to do in 168, become undisputed. Let him do what he wants to do over there. I'm not even pressuring Canelo. Canelo could be ties right now, like I said, has a cemented legacy. It's these other boxers that I do believe they could create a great legacy. And Canelo Alvarez is actually younger than these dudes. Forget Canelo Alvarez. So, y'all already know, man. This Saturday, we got Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell. Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell. Subscribe to the Zone. That's gonna be a good fight. Ryan Garcia, my brother. Ryan, mi amigo. What you were saying the other day, what you said in that interview with Fight Hype, I don't know, bro. You said that Ryan Garcia said that Devin Haney is a mandatory, man. That's gonna be your mandatory. You want Tank Davis, but Tank Davis only beat Gamboa. He's not really a legit 135. You was talking about Lomachenko, that he hasn't really done nothing. That he's really a small guy. No, that he's really a small guy. What do you mean that he's really a small guy? Y'all came up at the same month. Same year, same month. So if he's not a legit lightweight, are you a legit lightweight? It wouldn't make sense there, buddy. Come on, Ryan. I got Ryan, though, beating Luke Campbell. Love this generation, though. I would love to see a fight with Ryan and Devin Haney. I would like to see a fight with Devin Haney and T.O. I would like to see a T.O. and Ryan, T.O. and Tank, and I would like to see T.O. Cambosas as well. And who else? Javier Fortuna, Devin Haney, Linares, and Ryan Garcia. Those are great fights in the 135-pound division. That's another interesting division, a prestige division. We got to give props to it, man. There's no shame in all these dudes, all these young fighters, man. Shakur Stevenson, shout out to Shakur Stevenson. Everybody in the tri-state area, y'all already know, man. Anybody, like I said. This, again, is not a war that's being created. We are fighting for boxing and respect. Respect. Stop shaming fighters. These are modern-day warriors, modern-day gladiators. They put their life on the line for pure entertainment. You don't have to soothe your followers and your subscribers. Be creative enough and soothe the sport of boxing, uplift the sport of boxing, because in the end of the day, that's who's giving us the context to talk what we talk. Now, they used to say when people are looking up to you, you got responsibility. And I'm going to say like this. For the people who have responsibility, I have my responsibilities. I take accountability. I educate and like to be educated. I enlighten and like to be enlightened. I'm mature, grown folk. You want to keep going back and forth, like I said. If it's going to go back and forth, I'd rather shoot the fair one. And I got your plane ticket. If you want to have a dialogue, you want to come to the good understanding and have a dialogue, we can have that dialogue. We can have that dialogue and respect for Black and Latinos, the way it is in the community. If we all the same, like you say, no, we're not the same. We relate. So we can have a dialogue. Anybody got anybody. This ain't a war. If you want to take it to a war, that's on you. It's about acknowledging and listening. That's all. So I'm going to be checking around, and I'm going to go to the YTVC, and I'm going to be checking around who wants to keep on going, because we could keep on going, but the pushback is just going to make things worse and worse and worse. It's not a hating thing. It's about acknowledging. Just acknowledge. Acknowledge. Listen. Acknowledge. Listen. That's all. Just like I'm out there when it's time to protest out there. I protest all summer. I'm out there with my brothers. So I fight the fight, I talk the talk, and I walk the walk. But it's time for other people to listen. And then when my boy Transcendent Sports out here, who's Asian, said about that there is struggle in the Asian community, and they get there's racism towards Asians. We have to listen to our Asian brothers that they don't even have that platform. They don't talk. Nobody wants to listen to them. They're going to have to say so. And we going to have to stand back and listen. And we're not going to push back and say, no, but you this and you that. But we had all this and we. No, we're going to shut up and we're going to listen to when my boy, let's say, for example, my boy transgender sport, Charlo, who is Asian, talked about the Asian struggle. Or are we going to be naive to that too? So, yo. So this Saturday, man, I hope Ryan Garcia does win. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I do think they mirror each other. I do want to see how Eddie Reynoso is going to come with a game plan with a southpaw, because the southpaw, I don't think they've been very, very, you know, they ain't look as crisp. His fighter doesn't look crisp fighting southpaw. Let me see if he can get away from that cloud of him just being Canelo's trainer. Let's see what he's going to do, what type of game plan. Let's see if Ryan Garcia is going to do what we look for these young fighters. Are he going to get stronger? He's going to get faster. We know that he's implementing a lot of power. Ryan Garcia, his power has increased. The same thing we want to see from Devin Haney. The same thing we want to see from Shakur Stevenson. We want to see from Chris Cobra. We want to see all these gentlemen, man. Shout out to all the ladies in the sport of boxing. Let's uplift the women in the sport of boxing. This is a gentleman's sport. Let's bring some spotlight to the women, the Jessica McCaskill, Amanda Serrano, Clarissa Shields. Is the reason why the queen one of the queens had to leave is because they're not getting the type of love that we should be giving them and the type of attention. So let's bring Clarissa Shields back. Let's give her that love. Katie Taylor in the building. Persoon, Natasha Jonas, all these ladies that show them love. Let's talk about boxing. This is a boxing community. We got to nurture it and not bring it down. Y'all already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, yo. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get my updated videos. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the next. And at the end of the day, we are brothers and sisters and sons of daughters of the Most High. God bless each and every one of y'all. Love y'all. I don't give a damn if y'all hate me. I don't give a damn. But I love y'all. Always gonna love y'all. At the end of the day, it doesn't have to be personal. I would love to shoot the fair one. Y'all already know. I give him his ticket. We can shake hands after that. If we can't have that type of dialogue, if it's going to keep on going back and forth, we grown ass men. We know that we don't want to go back and forth. So y'all already know, man. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next. About to drop a video. Let's go. And hey, cop the sweater. Punch Drunk Boxing. Y'all already know, man. Love y'all.